Where are you from, Farah?
I am from Redmond, Washington.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. I was just trying to place the accent.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hmm. And still live there now.
I am currently living in Baltimore, Maryland.
Well, that's a big change.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big change. And has spring sprung in Baltimore?
It has. It's been pretty warm. It was, I think, 89 degrees yesterday. So it's been pretty nice out, pretty warm.
And are you seeing strawberries in the grocery stores?
Yes. And I
Yeah,
have been
finally.
seeing strawberries for a while because I think they have them here all year round, but they have been sweeter
Uh,
lately.
yeah, they should be getting good now. Um, the Wimbledon tennis championships are in June, the very beginning of June. And I say that it might be the middle of June even, but the the thing that Wimbledon is famous for, besides the tennis, is that the attendees eat strawberries and cream. It's
Mm.
a common, like we would eat hot dogs at a baseball game. They'll eat strawberries and cream. So we pretty much know that it's because it's the height of strawberry season as we approach June. So this is the time if you were going to get the best strawberries and start to expect all the other berries to follow. Really, if I have never been one to say this food for this condition, this food for this condition. Although I've been exposed, of course, to all this information, I don't like to think about them in that medical mindset. Um, but I do encourage people to eat more berries than most people put on their plate. Berries are really good for us. They're really valuable food. It's not like they need to predominate our diet or anything like that, but you don't want to miss out on a berry season. Um, and this is the time to be looking out for them. So take advantage of your strawberries, start looking for great blueberries to follow right behind, and all the other berries of summer and autumn. I mean, I'm going to say, like, because so many people tell me, excuse me, so many people tell me that, um, they're tired of the same old foods or they don't see enough variety or da 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 da. And I just want to remind you, you could add 20 new foods to your annual, yearly diet by adding in all of the different berries that you'll see during the course of summer. So take advantage of that. Let the world
Nice.
open up to you. Absolutely.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
Feather. Oh, cool. Tell me more, Farah. What's
Oh,
been
no.
like what's been really good? What have you just been enjoying the heck out of?
I would say cucumber noodles.
Yes, my favorite.
Yes, I've been loving those with all the different sauces. So I've been eating them almost every day.
Nothing wrong with that at all. A lot. I had a man who ate cheeseburger every day for lunch. Asked me if I got tired of eating the same old thing because he thought my diet was restricted. But really, humans tend to eat the same old thing in almost every culture, whether it's an early culture or a super citified culture. Um, we tend to eat the same thing. They have breakfast cereal, they have burgers, they don't eat that much variety really, and us eating bananas for lunch every day or having cucumber noodles there's nothing wrong with that. It's nice to have some variety through the course of the year, but it's not hugely essential. Like you can't live unless you eat 70 different foods. It's not really like that at all. So good for you. Enjoy the noodles, and eventually you'll move on to whatever's next
Absolutely. Thank you.
comfortably. Sure, sure. And Feather, you're sitting there so nice and calm. How's things going for you in Colorado?
Pretty calm actually. So you nailed it. Um, yeah, we're getting the strawberries, blueberries. The Adolfo mangoes are really good. So I'm appreciative of all the new fresh produce. The watermelon's been sweeter, and that tastes pretty good. Things have been going pretty good. Let's see. After that water fast, first part of April, I found a bit of challenges. Do you want to hear about them?
No, I want to hear about your successes. I want to hear about the new things you're about to take on. I want to hear what you're enthusiastic about.
What I'm enthusiastic about is to get more exercise in. So, kind of trying to rev up the engine again and get back on an exercise program that will really, I know that it makes me feel better. And
What do you think it'll take to realistically make that happen for you?
I've got so many demands on me a lot of the time. So it's really about prioritizing myself and making
Yes.
that happen. So I think that's where I'm focusing on and excited about getting back into is getting the exercise in.
You know, the man most famous for getting his exercise in was named Jack LaLanne. And he got his exercise in by rolling out of bed and doing his exercise and then getting on with his day. And it was interesting because he said in many ways doing the exercise was the hardest part of his day. And so he did it first with the attitude that he gave him was that since I've already succeeded at doing the hardest thing that I'm going to have to do all day, anything else that happens in the course of my day is going to be easier. And I'm going to succeed with that too. Everything else I do, I'm going to succeed with because I've already done the hardest thing there was. So maybe let's use his successful strategy to our advantage. And, you know, whether you feel like it or not, you just roll out of bed, you fulfill your fitness commitment, small, medium, or large, whatever it is for the day, but something. And then we move on with more successes all day long because we've done the hard thing.
That is so awesome, Doug. Thank you.
Huh. I want to see you succeed and I want to hear more about your successes. And yes, of course, we care about the challenges too. We do. But let's get excited. It's spring and spring is just full of promise. Right? The flowers, the buds, the leaves about to open. There's so much promise. And I think it's a good time of year for us to be making promises to ourselves as well.
Nice. Thank you.
Sure. Gina, life is good. How's it going? You're muted.
You're muted,
Oh,
Gina.
you're still muted.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hi,
You
guys.
are. Hello.
Hi, sorry. Baby is sleeping in the
Good.
carrier. She's comfy.
Fantastic. So, how's being a mommy? It's like all
It's
the talk of the
amazing.
town, huh?
It's amazing journey. I'm learning every day. Learning how to eat really fast on the go.
My mother always told me to slow down when I eat, but I always told her to speed up.
Yeah, I eat when I can. But I'm been doing good, like all raw. So no cravings. I have no cravings for nuts anymore, so I'm doing good.
So you're eating enough fruit to have overcome those nuts cravings.
I think so. I'm satisfied with my dinners now, I think. I make a huge bowl of salad and it satisfies my hunger. And I eat enough fruit, yes.
Right. And what's in your salad most days? Do you use a lot of ingredients or just a few?
Oh, just a few. I have no time to create crazy salads. So usually it's spinach. Lately, I like cucumber noodles and zucchini noodles. I add some tomatoes, onions. I make like a salsa,
Nice.
salsa sauce, and one little avocado. Or half of large avocado. That's my fat intake for the day.
I had a man named Dennis come to me one time, and he wanted help with making salads. He says, I'm tired of the same old salad. I asked him what he put in it, and he named 19 vegetable ingredients in his salad. And I said, well, you can't make a different salad. You've put everything there is into this salad. How are you going to make a different one? You know, but if you just use 2 or 3 ingredients today and 2 or 3 another day, you could make a different salad every day of the week and not use the same thing twice, just with those same 19 ingredients. So good for you for keeping it simple and letting it work for you, and eating enough for both you and your babe. That's fantastic.
Doug, a question. Also, I forget
Yeah.
to mention, I add mushrooms to my salad, and lately I've been craving mushrooms. Is it anything like I'm lacking?
No, as Wendy mentioned, the umami flavor is very strong in mushroom,
Mhm.
and it is a flavor that we like. A lot of glutamates, what are called not the monosodium glutamate, but other glutamates, especially glutamic acid, is found there. And I wouldn't say you're necessarily lacking, but you know, it's springtime, and we go outside in the spring, and the sun feels so good after not having felt it for a while. And it's not that you are necessarily dangerously lacking, but you just hadn't maybe filled up your tanks in a while. So as different vegetables taste good to you because you haven't had this or that for a while, just keep going until those tanks seem to be filled up, and your own instincts, your own natural inclinations will guide you towards, oh yeah, I've had enough lettuce, it's time for some celery. Oh, mushrooms look really good to me now. Oh, nope, they don't look so good anymore. And let that ebb and flow just happen of its own free will.
Thank you.
Yeah. Farah, a certain kind of cucumber, or you have a favorite?
I guess they're English cucumbers.
They're big and long,
Yes,
big and long
I
and
like those.
expensive. Big, long, expensive cucumbers. Yeah. But they're really
Yes.
good. And can you get organic ones?
I'm not I don't think they are organic.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. I only ask because in England, where I spend most of my time, we have access to almost only English cucumbers, but organic versus conventional. And it's very tempting to get the conventional because they cost 30%, 40% of what the organic ones cost. And they're often larger. And they don't taste even 1/2 as good. So I always go for the organic because for the flavor, I'd rather have, I mean, I've got to eat it, but I just wondered in the rest of the world if you even have access to organic
I haven't seen them
British
at
cucumbers.
my local. I haven't seen them at the local store, so I just try to peel them before I spiralize them.
Right. And do you ever make your noodles? Okay, look, people who know me or spend any time with me know that I'm perfectly happy to have spiralized cucumber noodles every single night. And no, I don't even need a sauce. I'm happy with spiralized cucumber noodles. But do you ever make other kinds of noodles out of the cucumbers, like use a mandolin or something to make noodles? I really like those.
Well, I have a spiralizer that makes thicker noodles, ribbon noodles, or the thin type angel hair noodles. So
Mhm.
sometimes I'll vary the style with
Right.
between those types. But I don't use a mandolin or like a little scraper to do it because it's
Right.
just so much faster to use the spiralizer. And I'm often, trying to get my food done and take care of everything else that I have to take care of.
Agree, the spiralizer's quick. I'll put in my 2 cents of, when you get good with a mandolin, your mandolin will be as quick or quicker than a spiralizer. And
I don't have one. I haven't tried it yet.
And you can make these you can make the noodles either flat, various widths, flat, or actually thicker so that they come out as square, but they're right. If you looked at them from the end on, they'd be square. So you can make triangles or you can make tubes, and it's just that. And oddly enough, with each texture, you will get a different flavor or a different mouth feel. That some people go, oh, well, this recipe works really well with flat noodles, and this recipe works really well with spaghetti noodles. Kind of the same thing as what you would do with pastas, right? Like they make different shapes pasta for different reasons, for different dishes.
Interesting.
So it does work. Yeah, it does work. What's the exercise of choice going to be, Feather? You might as well put your commitment out on the table.
I love running. So yeah, I'll probably run up in the valley. I know how good it feels. It's just getting kick-started and getting back into it.
Because I'm going to be getting back to you to check up on you, right?
And I feel so much better when I do. So I think it will be running. And I also like to lift weights at the gym. So I'll probably get back into that again. And I did put a pull-up bar outside, Doug. So hopefully someday I'll be able to pull my own weight up.
Well, that's great because Gina's got her pull-up bar right behind her.
Nice. Gina. Take care of that.
Pull-ups aren't that tough. There's ways to make easily assisted pull-ups. If you hold a rubber band under your feet and hold the two ends in your hands. So a bicycle inner tube, like the bike shop throws them away for free, right? You can just put one in your hands, put your feet at the bottom end of it, and it takes some of the weight off that you can easily have assisted pull-ups and eventually use a little less assistance or do a few more pull-ups. And what's going to be your challenge for spring, Gina, since you seem to have mastered this whole raw food thing? Now you're just coasting. Taking on any new challenges for the springtime? Still muted. Oh, we hate to miss those first words, but now you're back.
All right. So, what to talk about the exercises? I do exercises 3 times.
It could be read a book every day. I don't care. Just a new challenge for spring. A lot of people just make New Year's resolutions and that's the end of it. I like new month, new week, new day, new hour, new minute. Oh, another breath, another resolution. I keep resolving to improve myself.
My resolution I haven't thought about it. I think that I want to eat early dinners and to make it a habit because I tend to eat late dinners. Mm-hmm. So probably will be my resolution, and also to get back in shape after giving birth. I still think that I have a couple more pounds to lose. So that will be my resolution, I think. Improve my health.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And of course, Farah, same question.
I would say my goal is to give myself a little bit of leeway with trying to get down to my goal weight. Sometimes I want to push myself to the point where I am like almost hurting myself, And so I want to just be able to take my time because I think I have about maybe 20 pounds till I'm at a normal range, I think. Mm-hmm. And I just want to be a little bit easier on myself and still do the raw, but not like try to fast so much and deprive myself to the point where I'm like not doing well, and just let myself ease into my normal weight kind of slowly rather than trying to get there really quickly.
Yeah, well, there's no rush. It's all about direction, not speed. And I certainly will get back to you. It'll be good to, hate to say that. My mother worked for Weight Watchers, and she used to say goodbye to all her friends and say, oh, it'll be good to see less of you. How she got away with that, I don't know, but she did manage it. But you know, the strategies for weight loss are do a little bit more, walk away from the table a few bites sooner, but really just a few bites. And I think the most successful one is adding in more vegetables. You just add in more vegetables, and as you, even on your fruit meals, if you add in a little bit of vegetables, it just makes a difference in total calorie consumption. And if you drop your calories 50 calories a day, you know, you're losing a pound every other month, and you don't even notice it. You don't even notice 50 calories. I mean, it's insignificant. If it's 100 calories, you lose a pound a month. So it's easy enough to do. I support you on all those efforts. We ran long today. Thank you, everyone.